Hi guys, welcome to Shrewsbury Koi. First video I've done. Probably won't be the best, certainly won't be as good as a lot out there. I've made a few notes just to make sure that I don't screw things up totally and make it totally crap. So, my name's Richard, call my channel Shrewsbury Koi. Hopefully you'll subscribe, like, and all the other things we need to do to support the YouTube community. So I'm a hobbyist. I haven't got a massive knowledge like most people out there have. You see the dog in the background, that's little Doug the pug. You'll see a bit more of him going forward, I'm sure. So yeah, I'm a hobbyist. I've had ponds in the past. I've never had any, I've just winged it really. I've dug a hole, chucked a liner in, had a bit of a box filter and hope for the best. Fortunately, it worked. We moved into a new build 2 years ago and I had an ambition to have another pond. So last April 22, I ordered a pond from a company called Easy Living, I think they were called. Lazy Living. And it basically comes, it's similar to the one behind me. It's a wooden frame, it basically slots together, almost like tongue groove kind of sections. Really good quality. I would recommend them actually. So I put that together. It was 5,000 litres. Put it together, got a few fish, and realised quite quickly it wasn't as big as I wanted. So it all came down and ordered what's behind me. That's best part of 10,000 litres. So the filters I've got on there, it's not a bottom drain. It's again something similar to what I've used before. It's a pressure filter. In fact, I've got two. So I've got two pumps in the pond and two filters. One's a Oazi Filter Clear 21,000 and the other one is all pond solution. I think it's a 10,000 litre. So I've got a 10,000 litre pond and there's a capability of turning over 3 times the amount of water in the pond. So to be fair, they serve me quite well. The water's good, the clarity's good, and the fish fortunately appear to be healthy. So what I did when I got the pond, I watched a lot of YouTube. I got to be frank, most of it scared the life out of me. You know, some of the systems I see and the fish I see are fantastic, and there's a lot of people out there with a huge amount of knowledge. So if you see something I'm doing, I'm just doing it with the best will in the world, and any advice I'll take it. You know, I'm learning all the time. I think we all are, but some people are more advanced than others. The only thing I can gauge it on, the fish seem to be healthy, and that's a good sign. I've watched a lot of YouTube, as I said. You know, the guy Lee Hadfield, you can only put him down as a bit of a legend, can't you, with what he does and how he does it. I don't know where he gets the energy from. I certainly ain't got the energy he's got, but fair play to him. Black Country Koi Dave, just sit there and laugh at his videos, I think, just for humour. He's great, and the recent trip to Vince's, I thought, wow, I was just laughing. So fair play to those guys. I think, Dave, your honesty goes a long way, you know. I appreciate that, you know. Honesty's the best thing. He calls a spade a spade. if you're allowed to say that now. So the fish I've got in the pond currently, as I say, I put this pond, the 10,000 litre together, I'm going to say about July last year, and that's not the height. I've partially submerged it, so there's about 2/3 of the pond submerged into the ground, which I can put some pictures up and show you how I did it, you know, with I don't know how many tons of soil we moved, and with it being a new build, the amount of crap that came out of the ground is unreal. But I can add some photos of that. So the fish that I got in the pond in the order I got them, there's a platinum ogon in the pond, which I got last April. Now, when I changed the ponds from the small pond to the larger pond, I had a paddling pool in essence set up, and it was through when we had the heat wave in last summer. Now it's changed colour somewhat. It's got yellow on it now. So when you see the pictures, if you can think, well, that's not a platinum ogon, it's actually one of these, let me know. There's a Govsky in there, which I had from Shrewsbury Aquatics last year. There's a Shiro, which I had from the National last year, from Coastal Koi, which is really nice fish, in my opinion. I got a Kohaku, which I got from Koi. That was from the Newark show. And also a Chagoi, which again I got from Koi at the National. I've also got a Govsky Tancho, I think it is. That's from a company called, I think they call themselves Koi Carp. They're from the Midlands. And that was a show, East Staffordshire show at the Hollybush, just off the M6. So I got all them last year, probably around, well, April to August, September time. And they're coming on great. So really pleased with the fish, and in my opinion, I've got the fish because I like the look of them, nothing more, but I think they're cracking looking fish. I have also got in the pond diamondback sturgeon. Again, I got that sort of June time last year, quite a small fish, but it's developed and got some real body and length to it now, so not sure what everybody's opinion is on having sturgeon in a koi pond, but I think it adds something to it, and if there's a bit of rubbish on the bottom, it certainly helps stir it. So before I put some clips or take you over to the pond and show you the pond, the fish as best I can, the plans for this year are adding a heater to the pond to try and develop the fish with growth. I'm not sure, it's getting a bit windy out here now. The sun was shining, but apologies if you can hear the fences clattering. It is what it is, British weather. Yeah, so hope there's a heater arriving. It's a Cloverleaf 2 kilowatt, which I believe is suitable for 10,000 litres. I know some people are for them, some people are against them, but I thought, let's give it a go. A couple £100, let's try it. The filtration system, I'm going to have a look at maybe changing that, although this does work for me, but I might look into this year changing it for something else, maybe an easy pod, or you know, one of those kind of filtration systems. I'm going to paint the pond. So I did that on the one before I dismantled it last year, so we had it like a nice grey and that, so I probably will paint that when the weather dries up and we get a bit of sun. So yeah, I'll take you over, we'll have a look at the fish, and yeah, thanks for hopefully listening, and maybe my camera work, my screen presence will get better as we learn and we go along. I've also got to look at the editing, which is a nightmare. I've had a look, but if anyone's got any tips on what software is best, and yeah, I'm open, my ears are open, so please let me know. So yeah, one final thing before we go. There is one guy who, again, is a bit of a legend, who I never mentioned before. He isn't far from where I live, and I've messaged him, and I popped over to his house, and he was kind enough to let me have a look at his pond and his fish. It's Phil from Shrewsbury Koi Pond, so you know, we exchanged mugs, and my first mug to the collection, so thank you very much, Phil. He had one of my new mugs, so yeah, if anyone's after a mug and helps me develop this channel, drop me a line, give me a shout. So yeah, I'll take you over to the pond, show you the fish. So you'll see here, that's the platinum mogan I said about. It's got the yellow patches coming on it. A tancho, or gushki tancho, and my kahaku. Down the bottom here, I've got my little chagoy, which actually has got great body on it. In fact, all these fish were bought quite small. I know they're not massive compared to a lot of people's, but they have grown a heck of a lot. So we're all getting a bit hungrier now, I think. Now the temperature of the water's coming up. I think mine was just over 10 degrees yesterday. There's my Shiro, and you can see my Goshki down there. Sorry about the reflections. Just drop them a bit of food in. I've got to say, they're not aggressive feeders, mine, but I'm sure they will as they get bigger. Don't know why my Shiro's being antisocial. I think my Shiro's coming now. Maybe. Maybe not. Yeah, there he is with my Goshki. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hope it was alright for a first video. Hopefully we'll have some better content, more fish shows. And yeah, if you like it, don't like it, give us a thumbs up, thumbs down. And if you do like it, give us a subscribe. Really mean a lot. See you next time.